Good morning. Hey, good morning. Hey, good morning. Wait, hold on. Ooh, y'all, the coffee is a little different this morning, but I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good from my head to my shoes. Know where I'm going and I know what to do. Ooh. Yes. Y'all know nothing about no Patti LaBelle. Y'all know nothing about no Patti LaBelle. Hey, Wild Royale, good morning. Hey, good morning. Y'all come on in this morning. I'm hoping that everything is good for y'all on this Tuesday morning. It's good for me. I'm feeling red this morning. Y'all see the red? I'm feeling red. Got my glasses on, and this is what we're gonna do this morning. That's what we're gonna do. Where you at? Where you at? Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Go on and grab your cups because we're gonna talk about it this morning. Gonna get, hey, good morning. Hey, good morning. Good morning. Hey, good morning, Julia. Good morning. I like all those O's and R's and INGs. Yes, indeed. Good morning. Good morning. Y'all come on in. Y'all tell a friend. Y'all like, y'all follow, y'all subscribe. Show me some thumbs up. Show me some hearts. Show me some love. TikTok, y'all start tapping the middle of that screen. Make that heart burst. Make that heart burst this morning. YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all of y'all up over here. Come on. That's it. That's what I'm talking about. Good morning. Come talk to me this morning. Come talk to me this morning. Now, as y'all can see, I have put the pop-up shop in the what you say, Julia? Oh, you stuck in this dumb Houston traffic. You know what? Traffic is traffic in Houston. It's always going to be traffic. That's exactly what it's going to be. So just relax, right? Relax. You're listening to me this morning. I don't know if you're listening, you're watching, however you're doing it. But yeah, just relax and roll on in. Roll on into work. Roll on into work this morning. Hey, good morning. Yes, indeed. It is a Tuesday. It's Titan in the morning. Y'all know what it is. Come on and come talk to me. Now, this is what I want you to do. I want you to tell me. Come on, just say it. Just say good morning. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. Look, I see you over here. Good morning. That's what I'm talking about. Why? Because I woke up this morning. Come on, y'all. Come on. Get your little something. Get you a little something. And what I mean by something, get you some life this morning. I woke up this morning. Say good morning to yourself. Look in the mirror, right? No matter how you're looking, no matter how things are going, that's what you do. Let's see. Hey, good morning, Solomon. Solomon said, thankfully, Tuesday. Indeed, Solomon. Good morning and welcome to the show. Good morning. All right, y'all. So I'm going to go ahead on and talk about it real quick, real fast, and then we're going to get on into it and we're going to go. The topic this morning, right? The topic this morning is I have been to the bank. That's the topic this morning. I have been to the bank. Hold on to your shoes and your socks and all of that good stuff because we're going to talk about it. But first, I want to give some good love, some good energy, some good vibes. And I think I am freezing over on, man, let me tell y'all something. Here lately, I don't know what's been going on because I've never froze like this before. And so now it's like I'm freezing constantly on different platforms, right? But it's probably my Wi-Fi or my internet that's happening. And I need them to get that together because we need to make sure that we're good. Yes, it's good this morning. Now, look, for those of y'all who are just now joining me this morning, y'all know that's a sip and not a slurp. It may look like a sip. It may feel like a sip. It may even sound like a sip. I mean, a slurp. But this is a sip this morning. Y'all know that's how we do here at Titan in the morning. Look, I'm all confused with it this morning because this thing right here is getting on my nerves. It's freezing on these other platforms. It's getting on my nerve. But hey, I'm here this morning. Y'all let me know if y'all can see me, if y'all can feel me, if y'all got me, and then we're going to go forward, okay? So the topic this morning is I have been to the bank. Y'all hold on to that, and we're going to get into that in just a second. Let me acknowledge some people and some people coming in. And yes, indeed, good morning. Good morning. How are you this morning? Good morning. Hey, good morning. Clifton, you said what? Son, who said you could have me bricked up on a Tuesday? You know what, Clifton? If that's what you're doing, that's what you're doing. Okay. All right. Good morning and welcome in. And welcome in. All right, y'all. So y'all know I put in the pop-up shop into Kurt said hi. Indeed. Good morning. So this is what we're going to do, right? Y'all know it's a Tuesday. Y'all know how we do and how we get down and all that good stuff. So hold on. Am I just freezing? I'm looking at my other side over here and I'm just wondering, am I freezing? Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. Okay, got it. All right. Clifton said, much love, bro. Indeed, sir. Indeed. Look, y'all come on in. Y'all know it's Tuesday. Y'all know how we do. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. Na, 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 na. This is how we do it. Hey, Jessica, good morning. Look, y'all come on in this morning and come say hi to me this morning. Come say good morning. Good morning. That's all you got to do. That's all you have to do is say good morning. That's it. That's all you got to do. Yes. It's so good in the mornings. All right, y'all. I was waiting for a couple of people to come in. They told me they was coming in and all that good stuff. And yeah, so I'm waiting on you, right? I'm waiting on you, but we're going to move on. We're going to go. You know what? While we're waiting on the people to come in, because I love my people and I was having some technical difficulties here lately, and I don't know what's going on in the world because it seems like the internet in the world, everybody's been freezing and locking up and doing all of this stuff. I'm just wondering what's really happening. So this is what I want you to do. I want you to grab your cups. I want you to tell me what's in your cups and where you're from. What's in your cups and where you're from? Because I see some people that I haven't seen before, and I'm welcoming you all in. Y'all come in. What's in your cup and where you're from this morning? Come on. Y'all know I got a good old hot cup of coffee in here this morning, right? And I'm from H-Town, Houston, Texas. What's in your cup and where are you from? Hey, good morning. Good morning. Let's see here. Let's see what we got. Jessica said, good morning, love. Hey, Jessica, good morning. Kurt said, what did you eat this AM? I haven't eaten yet. I'm going to eat after the show, Kurt. 8-Ball Rolling says, good morning, Sugar Muffin. How are you doing? I am blessed and feeling good. Good morning to you as well. And that's what we're going to do, okay? Have y'all gotten, while Royale said, have y'all gotten a message about help stop the TikTok shutdown? I just got that message. I haven't got the message, while Royale. I heard something on the news, but I haven't got a message like that, okay? Kurt said NC. Okay, come on, North Carolina. Yes, indeed. And then 8-Ball Rolling says, so what's your big plans for today, Angel Cakes? I'm just going to chill today, right? I got some work to do today after the show, but after a good show, I'm just going to chill, just going to hang out, right? Just going to hang out. That's all, right? We're going to relax. We're going to do. All right. Y'all make sure TikTok, y'all tap in the middle of that screen. Y'all blowing that heart up over there, blowing them hearts up over there, getting that YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, X as they call it now, Instagram, Podbean. Y'all show me some thumbs up and y'all show me some hearts. Y'all show me some love, right? Y'all, you know what? Like, follow, subscribe. I'm on all social media. I'm trying to grow my YouTube channel, but I'm also trying to make sure that y'all come see me every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. Just making sure that I'm here. That's all. 8-Ball Rolling says, I'm drinking some iced tea, just chilling like the glasses peaches. Okay, indeed. All right. You know, sometimes you got to wear the glasses. You got to do. All right, y'all. Y'all come talk to me this morning. Good morning. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. It's already 10 after, so I want to go ahead and get into it. I'm trying to make sure that I don't have a glare on the screen. Y'all can see me this. So I want y'all to take whatever it is that y'all got in y'all cup, And we're going to put the topic into the cup. But what I want you to do, I want you to take a sip the way that we take a sip here at Titan in the morning. Y'all know how we do it, right? Okay. Okay. As long as y'all know, I think I'm going to take these glasses out because I'm showing a little glare on the glasses, but it's all good. So get your cups. The topic this morning is I have been to the bank. I have been to the bank. Yep, I have been to the bank. So y'all know I got this from I was watching Waiting to Exhale, right? I was watching Waiting to Exhale, and the part where Bernie says I've been to the bank. Okay, so y'all, we're gonna talk about that deal. Y'all know I got a little flip on it. All right, take your cup. We're gonna sprinkle the topic into the cup. The topic is I have been to the bank. I have been to the bank. And that's what we're gonna do and put that in. And what we're gonna do is pop it into the cup, and we're gonna take us a sip of it. Come on. Because it's a sip and not a slurp. Ooh. Oh, that was good. Ooh, that was good. There it is right there. That's it right there. Now, look, this is what I want you to do. I want you to go ahead on and sit back and let's talk about this real quick. I have been to the bank. Hold on, I got some comments over here. Yes, indeed. A-Bar Roland said, what's your thoughts on Einstein's theory of relativity? You know what, A-Bar Roland, another day we'll talk about it, but today we're going to talk about I've been to the bank. We'll check that out. Come back with me another time and let me know what you're thinking. All right? Look, I see you over here. Yes, indeed. Everybody is welcome. Indeed, you are. Look, I'm going to take these glasses off real quick. Let me take them off because I see a glare when I'm looking at the screen over here. I see a glare. All right, y'all. We're in there this morning. We in there. Okay, look. It seems that my connection with YouTube has been, hold on. It's been, I'm going to go ahead on and turn it off for a second. And I may pop it back on in a little bit. All right. So look, I have been to the bank. So y'all know I'm having a conversation with someone and we're talking about things. And I think sometimes we look at I've been to the bank or the bank as in physical money in the bank. But what I'm talking about is the bank of life, right? Is the bank of life. I want you to understand where I'm going with this morning. It's the bank of life. What we do is we are banking. We are putting in our funds and our money, but stuff to a bank, right? And a bank, okay, and I'm going to just back up a little bit. A bank is a place where you hold your funds, okay? But I want to talk about your bank of life. Your bank of life is a place where you hold, right, your mental, your emotional, your spiritual, and your physical, right, health, right? Like that's where you hold all of that. So you are the bank. Y'all with me? Hold on. Y'all stay with me. You are the bank. So I'm talking with a couple of individuals over the weekend, and they were telling me how they don't have it no more. They don't have the energy. They don't have the go. They don't have the gall. They don't have the push anymore. And I'm saying, well, have you been to the bank? And they was like, oh, I'm good. I got money. I don't have to worry about anything like that. I said, I'm not just talking about money. I'm talking about your life. Have you been to the bank? The same way that you invest money, the same way that you put money into a bank, the same way that you get insurance on your money is FDIC insured. That's the way that your life should be. Have you been to the bank? Have you checked the balance? Have you checked whether or not you have a savings for a rainy day? Have you checked the fact that you may need an IRA, right? That you may need a CD or you may need an MM. Like, have you checked the bank? I've been to the bank. I've been to the bank. And when you go to the bank and you find out that your balance is not this and you're trying to get a trip together or you're trying to plan something, when your bank does not have the funds, now you got to start thinking about how I'm going to get to where I need to go or how I'm going to do what I need to do without having those funds. And what I mean by that is not having the mental capacity, the emotional capacity, the physical capacity, the spiritual capacity. Oh, y'all wasn't ready for this one this morning. Oh no. So I'm talking to them and they're saying, well, Titan, that doesn't make any sense, because if I got money, then I'm good like that. And I said, okay, yes, you got money, you good. Come on in, come through. But what about when those four walls close in? What about when you sit down and you think about what's going on in your life, right? Do you have the capacity then? Do you have the funds then? How can you give funds to somebody or something when there's a deficit? When you're in the red, you're not even in the green anymore. Your life. I've been to the bank. I've been to the bank. And a lot of you out there, right? You are thinking, oh, I'm good. I'm showing up. I'm showing out. I'm doing all of this stuff like that. I'm great. But other people can see because they've been to the bank and they see your balance. Mm-hmm. They've been to the bank and they see your balance. Hold on, y'all. My eyes. Okay. They've been to the bank and they see your balance. What is your balance? I've been to the bank. I'm trying to withdraw funds off of an account that's overdrawn. And yes, y'all know you got to overdraw, you got to overdraft security, right? $100, $300 or whatever it is. But why are you constantly overdrafting your account in order to make ends meet, to make things happen? And what I mean by that is that you're not even getting any sleep. Go to bed. Y'all know I'm always talking about go to bed. Take you a nap. I'm telling you now, some of you are sitting here riding on fumes. You are in a deficit in your account. I have been to the bank. You're in a deficit. You're in the red, and you don't know how you're going to make it till the next day or the next day or the next day, but you steady pushing through. Go to sleep. Go take a nap. Go take a nap. That's what I'm telling you this morning. I've been to the bank. My bank is in a deficit. My bank is in the red, meaning my physical, my mental, my emotional, my spiritual is in the red. I'm steady giving, but I don't have. You feel me? Come back. Because I know I didn't lost some of y'all. I didn't lost some because I see all of y'all good. Look, come talk to me. Tap the middle of that screen, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Insta, Podbean. Y'all show me some thumbs up, show me some love, because I've been to the bank. And what I've been doing is that I've been giving and giving and giving from an account that doesn't have anything in it anymore. I am in the red. I am in the red. I've been to the bank. I keep checking my balance and my balance is not going up. I keep checking my balance and I don't have enough for a meal. I keep checking my balance and I don't have enough to even go out and do anything. I keep checking my balance and I'm tired. I keep checking my balance and I don't know what else to do, where to go. I've been to the bank. I've been to the bank. So these individuals are telling me that I'm taking it to the extreme, that I'm doing too much. And I'm saying I'm not doing too much. I'm telling you that I have been to the bank. And if I go to the bank and I can't pull nothing else out of the bank, I go to the bank and and I have insufficient funds. I go to the bank and I can't even figure out where my money went. What am I doing? What am I doing? Because right now you're telling me that you're good. But right now in this conversation that we're having, I know you're not good because I can see it. I've been to the bank. That bank that you got right now, that bank that you have right now is familiar to me because I've been there, done that, wrote that ride and bought that t-shirt. I have done that. Now, I can't tell you where exactly you are. I can only tell you what I've been through and how it looks from my end, right? But I can tell you that I've been through some ish, that I have been through, right, some stuff. So when I say I've been to the bank, I've been to the bank. Been there. I understand what it's like to go from paycheck to paycheck. Been there. I understand what it's like to go look at your account and you want to go and travel and do something for your mental, but you can't because you have insufficient funds. Been there. I have had my car repossessed. Been there. I have seen an eviction notice. Been there. I've had my lights turned off. Been there. Now, I'm not saying that I'm proud of that, but that's true. That's true. But here's the thing. I have to understand that I'm human. And that's just how I show up. Things will happen in your life and you are going to have to handle them. But this is what I want to say. You do not have to suffer all the time. Let me back it up. You do not have to suffer all the time. You feel me? I've been to the bank. I've made sure that I have checked on it. I've made sure that I got money. I got money in that. But also, I got physical strength, right? Because I've been going to sleep. I've been drinking my water. I've been exercising. My mental capacity is up because I'm not just letting things just fly by me and not understanding what they are, right? My spiritual capacity is there. When my spirit say tighten, no, I don't do it. When my spirit said that's not gonna go right, that bruh. When my spirit said, okay, tighten, this is gonna hurt. I acknowledge what that is because that's where I'm at. I went to the bank and the bank was at a deficit. My life was at a deficit. My life did not have enough funds in it in order for me to be who I am and to go forward. I've been to the bank. When Bernie says it in Waiting to Exhale, she says, thank you. I've been to the bank. What about your children? She was at a deficit, but it really wasn't about her. It was about the children. That part, right? Burger Joe said, you probably been taking out your money little by little. And that's true, right? Because here's what we do. And so I'm going to go back and thank you for that, Burger Joe, because I'm going to go back and I'm going to say that you have been taken away from your life little by little. And you don't think that it's something huge because it's little by little. So you've been taken from your life. And then when you go back and look at your life, you understand that you are at a deficit. You're in the red. You have had, right? Overdrafts. How did you get there? Why are you there? That's what I'm talking about. I've been to the bank. My life, I've been there. Hey, Dano, hey, bro. Hey, there is freedom and transparency. That part. You cannot be real with nobody else or anything else in this world unless you're real with yourself. That part. Speak it. Speak it. I'm going to put it up one more time. There is freedom in transparency, but I'm not talking about just transparency with others. I'm talking about with your own life. There's freedom in transparency with you. You understanding where you are. You understanding who you are and why you are there. How did you get there? And it's okay if something happened in your life. If something happened to you, it's okay to acknowledge this is how I got there. Now that I'm here, right? I know what not to do next time. And then how do I get back? Or do I even want to go back? I know what not to do next time. How do I go back? Or do I even want to go back? That's the part. So I've been to the bank. How did I get in this deficit? All right, let me see. So I was hanging out here. I was doing this. I wasn't getting any sleep. I wasn't exercising. I wasn't drinking enough water. I wasn't doing this. I was in a toxic environment. I was doing all these things. I don't want to go back there. What do I want to go back there for? But I got to acknowledge where I was so that I don't go back there. Y'all know the old saying, forgive and forget. I will forgive you, but I'm not forgetting because I need to know what it is that happened. How did I get to this point? Okay. Burger Joe said, you're speaking truth. Amen. Okay, Burger Joe. Look, I've been to the bank. And so sometimes what we do is we sugarcoat it. We say that it's not a problem while we're steady running ourselves in the ground. We say that it's not a problem when we're sitting up here having migraines and body aches and all of this. We say it's not a problem when we don't feel the love that we've been given out. We say that it's not a problem when our spirit is in a dark and dank place. We say it's not a problem. but I've been to the bank. I don't have the funds. And no matter how much I push, no matter how much I'm there for you and everybody else that I need to be there for, I do not have the funds. I don't have it. I don't have the energy. I don't have the mental capacity. I don't have the love that you're requesting from me. I don't have the energy that I need to stand in the midst of all this chaos and destruction. I don't have it. I don't have it. I'm at a deficit. Indeed, I'm at a deficit. Okay, look, we don't have to always be 100. Let's be real. But be real with yourself that you are at 25%. Don't be lying and sitting here saying to yourself, oh, I'm at 100 minus 75. Why not just say that you at 25? Why you got to go all the way 100 minus 75? Bruh, sis, friend, foe, but stop. Stop. That's it, TikTok. Okay, look, tell me what it is. Tap the middle of that screen, TikTok. Let me know that you're in there. Burst that heart for me. Burst it on up in there. Exactly. Look, we do that. Yes, we do that. We tell people that we are good because that's what we've been conditioned to do. Been there, done that. Remember what I said? Rode that ride, bought that t-shirt. I have been there. I have been down and out. I have been sick. I've been hurt. I've been abused, but I will show up and tell you that I'm okay. I'm good. I'm good. Titan, you all right? I'm good. Titan, you okay? I'm good. Titan, what you doing? Nothing. I just laid down for 2 hours, but I got to get back up because I shouldn't have went there. I shouldn't have done this, but coulda, woulda, shoulda. I done did it now. So now what do? Now I'm worried about how I'm going to make it to the next day or the next day. Now I'm stressing out. Now I'm going through all of this. Burger Joe said, but you do have the embarrassment. See, and embarrassment, right, is something that's, is it relative though? Because what are you embarrassed about? If you are real with yourself and you are real with who you are, and thank you for the comment, Burger Joe, but if you are real with yourself and real about who you are and how you show up, there can be no embarrassment, right? And that's something that I had to learn myself. Hey, Nunu, she said, Grand Rising. Good morning. This is what I'm saying, right? And I'm not saying that people don't have embarrassment. Please understand that's not what I'm saying. We do have embarrassment, but how are we embarrassed about something that we're being real about to ourselves? How can I embarrass me if I'm already real about it? So somebody said the other day, well, these individuals that I'm talking to, they said, well, Titan, da-da-da-da-da-da. And I said, bruh, I'm good. I'm human. This is what us humans do. So I'm not embarrassed by that. I may not have the same amount of money that you have, but I'm going to do what's in my means. I may not be able to do this. You may be able to go 15 days in a row and only getting 2 to 3 hours of sleep a day, and you good. That's not my ministry. That is not my ministry. You may be able to go out to a 5-star restaurant and eat steak and potatoes and all the other good stuff like that. I may have to hit a dollar menu. Why am I embarrassed? You may have a house, 5 rooms, vaulted ceilings and all that, and I may have an old house that was built in 1950s. Why am I embarrassed? Somebody asked me the other day, not the individual I'm talking to, but somebody else was like, what type of phone do you have? And I was like, well, I have a Samsung. Oh, you a Droid user. I said, the phone needs to work, period. That's it. Oh, well, you can do this. That's your preference. I don't need that, right? And we have all of these things that we're combating against one another. I'm real with myself. I know who I am and what I am and how I show up. So why am I going to be embarrassed about not having what you have and not doing what you're doing? But see, here's the thing, though. The person that I was talking to that was telling me about the phone was just telling me that they could barely pay their phone bill, period. Y'all got me? I don't know. I don't know. But I don't have that problem. And that's not a dig. But you understand what I'm saying? They are where they are doing what they do. And where am I at? I told them straight up, I'm not finna go back and forth about you. The phone is for me, right? I'm not finna get into this back and forth about Apple versus this or it does not matter to me. But what matters is that I've been to the bank. And in my bank, this is what works for me. I've been to the bank. Y'all stop. Stop comparing yourself to others. Stop saying that you got to have this and that because they got this. And here's the thing, you don't know how they got this. You don't know what struggles they are going through right now to keep this. You don't know what's happening over there because they make it look good. I was telling these individuals, I said, y'all, I'm sitting here talking to y'all today, but I have been there, done that. I have been there. I have sat in a house without lights. I have sat in a house without heat. I have had my car repossessed. I have had to ride the bus for years and do what I need to do. I had to make sure that I had the minimum, right, in order to survive, in order to thrive, in order to live. I made sure because I understood that I've been to the bank. And what's the use of having a bank, right, with no money in it? Oh, I'm going to leave that right there. What's the use of having a bank with no money in it? I'm going to say this to you. What's the use of having a life and you ain't lifing? I'm going to come back to you. Because I need you to understand where I'm at. What's the use of having a life and you ain't lifing? Oh, this big, glorious life that I have. Really? But you suffering at every turn? Your mental, your emotional, your physical, your spiritual capacity is done? But you are living this great life? Oh, no. I've been to the bank. I've been to the bank. I got a paycheck coming. But until that paycheck gets here, and then on top of that, I'm waiting on this paycheck to hit the bank. But then how much of that paycheck is going to be taken away as soon as it hits the bank? I got to be okay with who I am and where I am. I've been to the bank. But I can't be sitting up here doing the same thing that others are doing because my bank is not their bank. Their bank is not my bank. My bank has this amount in it. And I got to cover this, and this. They bank may have this amount in it, and they may be living from paycheck to paycheck with overdraft fees and all of that. Now, some of you may be too young to remember when bank accounts became a thing, and then the banks, I'm sorry. I said some of y'all may be too young. Hold on, y'all. Let me get some water. Hold on. It's a sip and not a slurp. All right, y'all. Okay, Wild Royale said Android phones all the way. Sean said comparison leads to demise. Indeed, it does. Burger Joe said a phone is a phone. That part right there. Okay. Queen says compare yourself to who you were. That part, right? That part. Willie says people are too used to writing those hot checks. Come on. And I was just about to go there too, Willie. Some of you may be too young to remember hot checks, right? People really don't write checks no more. But there used to be this saying, right, that your checks would bounce like a rubber ball, like bounce up, boom, 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 bounce off the walls, right? Because what you would do back in the day, you would post date a check. I know I'm telling y'all my real age right about now, but I'm okay with that. I'm fine with that. You would post date a check back in the day. So you would write the check on Tuesday, but they couldn't cash it till Friday because your money was in the bank on Friday. What I'm saying is we don't have the capacity to do that anymore. What I want you to do is when you write a check, your check is made good the same day if they pop that mug in the bank on the same day. We don't really have that. Now you got cards. I swipe that card. You used to be able to use your pen or credit, right? Nowadays, you swipe, you pen, you credit, automatically it's taken. You don't have the luxury anymore, right? That's the same thing with your life. You don't have a time, you don't have the energy to play around with your life. I have been to the bank. You need to know what's in the bank. Your bank needs to be at the capacity it needs to be for you. Not the capacity for Julia, not the capacity for Willie, not the capacity for Sean or Wild Royale or Burger Joe, not that capacity, your capacity. You with me? I've been to the bank. Why am I at the bank right now and my bank is in the red? I don't have no funds. I'm just sitting here. Now I got to think about how do I make it to the next part? What do I do? What can I slide on? What can I not pay fully? Y'all know y'all been there. Come on, talk to me. Talk to me. Have y'all been there? Because I know y'all been there. I know y'all been there. We have to make a way out of no way. And sometimes we get ourselves in a predicament that we have to figure out how to get out of there. So what do? I'm not going to pay the light bill fully. I'm going to just pay $20 or $30. That's going to keep the lights on until I'm able to get something else. And like myself, when I left my job back in 2017, I was driving Uber. I was baking cakes, selling slices. I was sitting here doing photography. I was running here and there. I was picking up little jobs and stuff on the side. I was doing what I had to do in order to make ends meet because I went from making a really good salary, right, down to probably about $15,000, $20,000 a year. Catch it. I had to make it happen. I had to make it work. I had to make it work. Now I'm able to be in a position to where I'm good, right? But let me tell you about good. It took some preparation. It took some understanding, right? It took some me being real with myself and checking the bank and noticing what happened when I was in the red, noticing how I got there, understanding that it wasn't somebody else that got me there because ultimately it was my bank. Excuse me. It was my bank. So what do? So what do? I keep complaining about everybody else and what they're doing? Or do I get up and make a way? But first, let me rest. Let me rest. Let me meditate. Let me pray on what it is that I'm doing. This is me. I statements. I did this. Because what works for me may not work for you. But I'm telling you, the truth of the matter is I had to be real with myself. How did I get here? How did you get here? How did you get here? I'm not supposed to be here. What? That part. How did I get there? Because I wasn't supposed to be there. How did I get there? And I had to be real with Titan. Titan, you got here because you did this. You reacted to this. You did this. That's how I got here. You're right. You're right. What happened to me? Something happened to me in order for me to get to this point. But I got to be real about this, right? Something happened to me, but my reaction, how I coped with it, how I identified my trauma got me here. So now what do I do? Do I stay here? What do I do? Because I'm at the bank and I'm saying, do, 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 do. I would like to withdraw this amount of money, this amount of life from this bank that I have. And it says, insufficient funds, and transaction is declined, and the funds are not available. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I have every day or every week, I have a notification that comes from my bank to give me my balance. When my balance goes below a certain point, the bank alerts me and lets me know your life. When your life goes below a certain balance, your body will tell you, you need to sleep. Life will tell you, okay, we lifing now, baby. We lifing. The spirit will say, oh, wait a minute, where you going? The last time you went over there, Titan, it did not end well. Why are you going back over there? Wait a minute, Titan, why are you in your past again? Titan, come on now. What you doing? The bank will alert you. Now, I ain't even got to go. Look, I ain't even got to go. I already got it. Electronics. I got it in the palm of my hand. Phone. I can check my balance right here. But I can look in the mirror and check my balance. I can tell you when I wake up in the morning if my bones is aching and crackling and snapping. Done. You understand what I'm saying? I have been to the bank. That part. Burger Joe says, people don't think saving money just in case of emergencies. They don't. We don't need that. We don't need that. We good. But then you do. Rafael said, you have to pick yourself up and move forward. Indeed. Indeed. Let's see who else, what we got down here. SD Benson said, you need your bank to tell you how much money you have. So SD, I know you're just joining us like that, but the topic today is I have been to the bank. And when I speak about the bank, I'm speaking about your life, the same way we speak about a bank. You don't need the bank to actually tell you how much money you have, right? But ultimately, the bank is going to tell you how much money you have, whether or not you have apps or phones or whatever have you, laptops, the bank will still tell you. I'm talking about your life. Your life will tell you, right, how much money you have, right? That's what I'm talking about today. So yes, you need a bank to tell you how much money you have. If you have money in a bank, then you need the bank to tell you how much money you have. If you got it under a mattress, then that's it. But your life is your bank. And you need your bank, your life, to tell you how much life you have or how much money you have. Meaning that sometimes you got to go to sleep. Sometimes you got to rest. Sometimes you can't put yourself into a mental strain. Sometimes your mental capacity needs, sometimes you got to seek out professional help. I've been to the bank. That's what we're talking about. And thank you for your comment, SD. Good morning and welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Barbara said, good morning, son. This is encouraging me today. I'm going through a situation, but I know that God has and is making a way for me, and I appreciate it. I'm getting better with my mental health. It's taken a while, so much I can no longer do financially, but I thank God for my daughter and my sons are truly surprising me. On yesterday, my youngest daughter spent the day together and helped uplift me. Look, Barbara, here's the thing, right? Thank you for your comment and good morning. Good morning. We all are going through something, right? We all have to make sure that we are good, but life is lifing. Sometimes life is not going to be all peaches and cream and great and fun and all of these things. We have to understand that we got to live life. And Barbara, right now, what you just said, we hold space for that because that's real. You are stating what's happening in your life. I'm not okay, but that's okay. It's okay to not be okay. So I'm sending love and light to you, Barbara, and I understand where you're at, right? There's a lot that we cannot do financially, right? My grandmother used to say this all the time. I might not be able to do this, but I got my health. I'm here. I have the opportunity to do something, to go forward. So I appreciate you, Barbara, on that. Peace and blessings to you. And I'm sending love and light and some good vibes your way. Things are going to get better. Things are going to get better. SD says you should know how much money is in your bank. This is a bad analogy. You know what, SD? It may be a bad analogy because I think you don't truly understand what we're saying, but that's fine. That is your right. That is your opinion. Bad analogy on your part? Good, right? Because that's how you're receiving it. But think about it. Think about it. If you have to know how much money is in your bank, you should know, then you should know how much life you have. You should know when you need to take a rest. You should know how to approach the things that are happening in your life. So a bad analogy, but good on my end because that feeds right into what I'm saying. I have been to the bank, meaning that I have checked my life. That part. That part. All right, TikTok, y'all tap the middle of that screen. Let me know that y'all in. Bust that heart up there. Bust them hearts up there and let me know that y'all are in up over there. And no. That's not what we're doing, right? We're not saying anything bad about SD, right? Because SD's opinion is SD's opinion. So there's no animosity towards that. It's good talking points because that's where we're at, right? That's where we're at. I have been to the bank. We all have been to the bank. If you have money in the bank, then you know the process. You know how much money you have to have. And 9 times out of 10, you have to have a certain account, not just a regular account. You got an employee account. You got this account. You got a platinum. You got a gold. You got a silver account. You got all of these things. You got a savings account. You have all of those. Hey, the king. The king said, good morning, Positive King. Good morning. Good morning to you as well. You have all of those things. So according to the type of account that you have, right? Now, y'all know I worked for a bank for 11 years. So I know a little something about calculations. I know a little something about common denominators. I know a little something about adding and subtracting and percentages. I know a little something. You pick and choose the type of account that you have. Come on, life. Y'all heard that? You pick and choose the type of account that you have, but you understand that you have to keep a certain balance in order to not get any fees monthly. Come on. I'm talking to you this morning. I don't know who this is for this morning, whoever this is right here. This is for you, but it's also for me. What I had to understand was it just wasn't enough to have a bank account. So it just wasn't enough to have a life. I had to live that life. I had to understand what I had to do in order to keep this life afloat, meaning that every day I had to understand what I need. How much sleep do I need? Where do I go? How do I do? I had to understand that because it's the type of account that I set up. That I set up. Me. I can't get it from anybody else. I can't get it from anybody else. Royale said, right? Okay, that part. Your favorite LA pimp says, you believe in God? I do. Welcome, LA, your favorite LA pimp. Good morning. Burger Joe says, people dig themselves deeper by turning around and hitting their credit cards. That part. So here's the thing. You've built up this surplus, right? And y'all know we're going back to it, right? You built up this surplus. You have made a way for you. You have gotten yourself above. You're back in the green. But then you turn around and you hit the credit cards, like Burger Joe said. You hit the credit cards, taking yourself back into a deficit. You've done all of this to fight and get to where you are. But then you say, okay, I'm good now. I didn't have that rest. But you go right back to the same thing that you were in before by using the credit cards. Come on. I've been to the bank. So what your goal is And this is what I told these young individuals here. What your goal is to be self-sustaining. Oh, y'all didn't hear me on that. Your goal is for you to be self-sustaining and to be able to sustain on your own, to be able to be there, have a surplus of funds, of life, right? A surplus of your mental, emotional, and spiritual capacity, a surplus of your physical, right? Meaning that you understand where you're at. I know that I'm at a deficit if I go over here and I do this. I know that my mental cannot handle this, and this. I know that I'm not supposed to be over there. I know this. So if I know this, then allow me, right? I'm talking to me. Allow me to approach this in a manner in which I can sustain and then I can also benefit. Somebody told me one day, well, Titan, you doing this and you doing that, and that's how that goes, right? And I said, no. I said, I take pride in me being me, living my life and not having to worry anymore. Some people worry from paycheck to paycheck. Some people worry from month to month, day in and day out. I pride myself, not because I'm priding myself because I'm prideful, because I want to be prideful over you. I'm prideful because I've done it. I understand where I'm at. I understand that some days I may be up high and rolling, and some days I may be down low. But either or, if I'm up high or I'm down low, I'm still good because I'm still who I am. I'm still who I am. I just acknowledge that I'm not always going to be 100. Some days I may be 85, and there are some days that I may be 70. But I know that I don't ever want to be 25 again. You feel what I'm saying? When I say 25%, I don't ever want to be that again. So I may be 85, 90, 20 days out of the month, but there may be a couple of days that I'm at a 70. And if something comes out of the woodwork real quick, hard, and heavy, it may knock me down to a 68 or a 67. But I know how to get my bearings, right? And recover quickly because I've been to the bank. And my bank is where it is because I can now understand why it's what it is and then how it's never going to go back that way, hopefully, right? Because life is life and then life happens. But I know I'm real with myself. Okay, last time this would happen right there. I'm not going over here and doing this. I'm not playing with y'all like that. Why am I going to play with you like that? I already know what happens with me. That's good for you. But if I go over there and stand in the midst of all this chaos and destruction, I may not come out the way. I may not come out unscathed. That's just me, right? Not that you can't go do it, but I can't do it. You feel me? Those days are done where I'm standing in the midst of chaos and destruction and confusion, and I'm still trying to make it through, knowing I have no business being in the middle of this. But I'm here because I'm trying to support you and what you're doing. But now I have to tell you, friend, lover, boo, baby, cousin, uncle, aunt, you feel what I'm saying? Brother, sister, I got to tell you, I can't do that. I don't have no business being over there. None. But I will venture over there. I used to venture over there, not prepared mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically for what was about to happen. Now I know what it is. Now I know what it looks like and what it feels like. And I know how it's going to come at me. Not specifically how, like, with something, but I know it's going to happen. So let me do this. Let me prepare myself. Number one, I don't go. That's number one. Number two, I go, but I have my guards up because I already understand what's about to happen. And that's it. I don't go or I go. But I know both ways that I'm prepared. You feel me? YRL says, now you got worry about bringing that credit card balance down once it hit. Let me tell you, YRL, that part. So here's my thing. We all know that these credit cards have interest rates, right? We all know that you have a minimum payment, but your minimum payment does not cover the interest that's on any type of loan that you have. Credit card is a loan. Any type of loan that you have has interest on it. So you're going to spend money that's going to charge you money to cover the money. Yeah, no, that's not what we're doing. That's not what we're doing. Burger Joe said, people hate living paycheck to paycheck. The only solution is to get a second job. The truth hurts. But see, here's the thing. This is what, and come on, Burger Joe, speak the truth. But here's the thing, though. You have a job, right? You have a job that can suffice for you if you wasn't doing all the extra and all this over here. Your job, your main job, because you're going to look at it, you're going to apply for it, you're going to make sure that your price point, your salary requirements, all of that is there. And in your life, in that bank, that salary should suffice. It should cover. You got people out here having a main job and then having two side jobs. What type of life are you living that you got to have all of that? Because the math is not mathing. If you got 3 jobs and you still struggling, the math is not mathing. If you have a job and you are not making enough at that job for the life that you have, the math is not mathing. Where did we go wrong? Where did we change it? Where did we sidestep that I have a main job, but now I got to get 2 extra jobs just to make things meet? Why do I have 3 jobs? Now, I'm going to be real with you. When I left my job in 2017, Harvey hit, a lot of things changed, things happened. So I was doing the 3 jobs, right? Remember I told you I was driving Uber? I was driving Uber every day and twice and 3 times on weekends. You feel me? Doing hour-long trips and all of this stuff. I was selling cakes and cake slices and look, and going around and doing this and doing that, right? Third thing, I was doing photography. I was doing selling merch, and I was doing all of this stuff. But y'all, let me tell you something. And I'm not trying to tell you not to hustle. I'm a hustler. I'm going to hustle. I'm going to make ends meet. But that should not be 100% of what you do in your life 24/7, 365. Your life is not meant for you to be stretched to all ends. If you find yourself constantly complaining about you are tired, you're not getting enough sleep, I got to do this, I got to do that. You don't know whether you're coming or going. You're not able to produce at a level which you should. You're not able to give that focus, that thing to what you're doing. Then something needs to change. Now, I'm not going to tell you not to hustle. I'm not going to tell you not to have an extra stream of income if that's what you want and that's what you're doing. But here's what I'm saying. Notice what I said. I said you have a main job and you went and got 2 other jobs to cover what you're doing. Right? That's what you did. And people will tell you, oh, but this is what it takes to do. Who says that? Who has to do that? You feel me? Who has to do that? Somewhere along the lines, somewhere along this journey, somewhere of you traveling to the bank, you have been led to believe that in order for me to live my life and to be happy, I got to have 3 jobs and working literally 100 hours a week. Literally. Not 40 hours, a paycheck. I'm talking about 100 hours a week. Like literally, you are doing the most. But we've been led to believe that. Let me hear, I got some comments here. Exactly. Warrior said exactly. Sean said, no one wants to sacrifice their daily lives. Warrior says some jobs cut hours. And you know what? And I get it. And I'm not saying that you don't hustle. What I'm saying is your hustle should not be 24/7, 365. A hustle is a hustle because that's what you do, right? But in that hustle, there should be time to relax, to love, to live, to be. There should be time in that, right? Warrior said you would have to get a second job in sometimes. And true. We talked about that, right? Burger Joe said people just want peace of mind. But is that truly peace of mind? Is that truly peace of mind? I'm getting the money, but I'm working more hours. I'm getting the money, but I'm working more hours. I am tired now. I don't have a personal life. I don't have things that I do. But I keep saying, if I do this, then I'll get this. If I do this, then I'll get this. 2 months go by. If I do this and I'll get this, 3 months go by. I do this and I'll get this. 6 months are going by. I do this and I get this. A year has went by. I do this and I get this. 5 years have went by and you are stuck. You've been to the bank. The bank ain't changing. So you're doing this for peace of mind. You're doing this for love. You're sacrificing so that you can have something later, greater. But when is later and greater comes? Because you 5 years in now and you are still at the same point that you were at before because you've been to the bank. You're still at a deficit. So I'm not saying don't hustle and do what you need to do to make ends meet, because that's life. Money make the world go round. I get it. But there has to be a means, there has to be a way for you to live and be and still make the money. Because I guarantee you, if you are sitting here right now and you are worried about why you are aching, why you look the way you look, why you got to go in and you got your eyes are puffy and your legs aching, your back aching, things like that, maybe there's time for you to sit down. And whatever capacity that is for you, maybe it's time for you not to do this like this. I have a friend of mine and I tell her all the time, go to bed, sleep. Because you are up falling asleep on things. You are going places and doing things, right? And you are falling asleep. You're going to miss the moment. You're going to miss the blessing because you're falling asleep. You're going to miss the blessing because you are weak right now. You are down and out in your back when you should have went to the doctor, took some time to rest, heal appropriately, right? Or be healing, right? And you're not doing it. Why? Because you got to do what you got to do. You got to make ends meet. This here got to happen. I've been to the bank. I've been to the bank. That's what we're saying this morning. Okay. Elise says, agree. Rael said, that's true. Sean says, nor do they want to sacrifice the life they want to live. And that part, y'all know I told y'all earlier, I like the life that I have, but I have to understand where that's at. Sometimes I'm going to be up. Sometimes I'm going to be down. I got to be real with that. And I can't sit here and go off the rails trying to go off the roof or jump off the balcony because my life took a turn. I know what it's like to hit the bottom, and I understand where that's at. But let me tell you something. I'm not going to flip if I drop down low because I understand where I'm at. I'm real with who I am. I'm a hustler. I'm going to hustle. I'm going to do what I have to do, but that should not be 365, 24/7. Should not. Dogman55 says, you so right, brother. Hold on. You so right, brother. I worked 2 jobs and fell asleep on the freeway so tired I had to quit one. Look, so this is what I'm saying. And dog man, thank you for that. Sometimes you have to understand where you're at. At some point, your body is saying, I cannot do 3 jobs anymore. I can't do 2 jobs anymore, especially if those jobs are strenuous, right? If they take a lot of mental capacity, they take a lot of physical capacity. There's no way for you to do that. And somebody said to me, Titan, no, that's what I'm supposed to do. Are you really? Or is that what we've been led to believe? That part. Okay, Wario. Okay. Thank God you're okay, dog man. For real, for real. What I want to say this morning is I've been to the bank. I've been to the bank. Assess your bank, your life. Assess your bank, your life. Assess it, right? Assess where you are, what's in your bank. How does your bank look? Is your money insured? Because if you have your money in a bank, it should be FDIC insured. Check those loans. How many credit cards do you have? Jobs. Let's put it like that. How many credit cards do you have? Jobs. Sean said you have to cut some things out to get where you want to be. That part. I've been to the bank. Meaning I have been to the bank. I've been to my life. And my life is telling me that I cannot keep going like this. My body is telling me that I can't keep going like this. My mental capacity is telling me that I can't keep going like this. My spiritual being is telling me, my essence, my soul is telling me, Titan, you can't keep going like this. So what do? I got to let something go. I got to understand that life is life. I got to understand that I should have some happiness somewhere in there. I got to understand that I need a break every now and then. I need a retreat. I need a meditation. I need some therapy. I got to take some time for myself. And if I don't do it, then the bank is going to close out because I'm going to withdraw all the money out of the bank and I won't have a bank account anymore. Somebody will be standing up saying, dearly beloved, we're gathered here today. You feel me? I have been to the bank. Y'all grab your cups and let's take a sip. What I want you to do, this is what I want you to do, because this is what I figure I had to do. Acknowledge where you are in your bank account. Acknowledge where you are in your bank account, your life. Acknowledge where you are. It might not be pristine. It might not be where you want to be. It might not be exactly how you pictured it, but acknowledge where you're at. Number 2, understand why you are where you are right now. Understand why you are there. Acknowledge, understand. Number three, be you. Be you. In this life, you have one thing to do and be you. Meaning that you don't have to look like, feel like, be like those over there. What's good for you? I got to show up the way that I show up. I got to show up and show out the way that I show up and show out. I have to be okay with who I am and where I am. I have to be okay with where my bank is. I got to be okay. I got to be all right. I can't compare myself to you. Yes, what you're doing over there looks good. Yes, it might. Ooh, boy, I want to do that one day. But what capacity do I do it in? because I can't do it in your capacity. I can't schedule a yacht. I can't do this. I can't do that. I can't. But you know what? I can go on a ferry. I can travel over here. I can do that. What's for me is for me. And that's how we got to do it. All right, TikTok, y'all y'all blowing them hearts up. Come on, keep tapping them hearts over there. Let's see. Burger Joe says, change your lifestyle. No fast food. Go to thrift stores. Buy off-brand groceries. You know what? And Burger Joe, I'm not saying that you don't have to do that, right? Sometimes in your life, you may have to do that. But there is still things that you want to do. And in your life, and I'm going to say it like this. He said, buy off-brand groceries. Some days, sometimes you might have to do that, right? You might have to hit a dollar menu. You might have to do this and do that, right, in order to suffice. But then there are times when you want to splurge. You want to have a nice old steak or porterhouse. You want to be able to do some potato. You want to go in and have somebody serve you and do that. And that's okay. That's okay. So I'm not saying don't ever have it. I'm just saying that I can't do what Burger Joe does. You feel me? Burger Joe got his own thing over here. Titan got his thing over here. Me and Burger Joe can do the similar. We can have the same things pretty much, but maybe not at the same time and as much as Burger Joe has it. Y'all feel what I'm saying? And Burger Joe, I don't know your life. I'm just using you as an example because you had to comment. But that's what it is. Sometimes you want to buy off-brand. I remember being in the military and they had these MRE packets, right? And these MRE packets, right, had everything in it, but it also had toilet tissue in the MRE packet. Y'all with me on this? Do y'all remember this? And this toilet tissue was just as thin on a paper towel or the paper or whatever. It was just as thin and it broke up real easy and stuff like that. So I love some good old Charmin. I love a good old 2-ply and stuff like that. That's me. Can I afford it always? No. I afford what I can afford, but there are certain things, right, in your life that you may want to splurge on. Here's the thing. In your life, you may want to splurge on relaxation. You may want to splurge on the car. You may want to splurge on the house. You may want to do this, but you already know what it is in order to splurge on this and to have this. You already know. That's what I'm saying. I may want to go have that steak, but God knows, right? At my bank, I only have enough money for the dollar menu. Or I only have enough money to buy those off-brand groceries and to make food at home, meal prep or something like that. You with me? Hey, Erica, good morning. Hey, good morning. Good morning. Hey, y'all. So the topic this morning was I've been to the bank. Y'all, look, let me tell you. A lot of times what we do is that we look at what others are doing and how they're doing it, and we say we can do that because you know the backstory or some of the backstory on this person and what they're doing, right? But the reality of it is you don't really know what they've done to sacrifice, because these individuals I was talking to said, Titan, well, you happy all the time and you smiling all the time. Yes, but you don't know what's behind that smile. You don't know what's behind that life. You don't know what's behind that bank account. Because I make it look easy. I make it look good because I've been conditioned to smile even though I'm in pain. I've been conditioned to show up and show out even though I know, like you were saying, I know I need sleep. I kept saying, well, as long as I get to this point, then I'll be able to rest. When I get here, I'll be able to rest. And when I get here, I'll be able to do 6 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years. And then now I'm stuck. And I'm saying, wait, what? I've been to the bank. My account has been overdrawn. And after your account is overdrawn for so long, the bank will close your account. Come on, y'all. All right, grab your cups, y'all. Let's go ahead on and take a sip so we can get out of here. I have been to the bank. I have been to the bank. If you are constantly going to your bank, your life, and you don't have enough energy, enough money in your life, then you need to either change the type of account that you have or change banks. And you really can't change banks. You can change the type of bank. You feel me? Because your life is your life. So you can change the type of life that you have. But your life is your life. You are the bank. That part. Come on. Let me tell y'all, I love what you all do for me every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time when you come and you check out Titan in the morning. I love what you do for me, and I appreciate you. So I want to tell you today, if nobody told you today, nobody told you yesterday, nobody told you last week, last month, or last year, I want to tell you today, I love you right where you're at in this moment. I love you right where you're at in this moment. You don't have to ask for it. You don't have to return it with a receipt. I love you right where you're at in this moment. Take your hands and your arms. If you can't do it physically, do it mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and wrap those arms around you. Wrap those arms around you. And I want you to squeeze yourself real tight, right? Squeeze yourself real tight, real tight. And I want you to tell yourself, I love you right where you're at in this moment. You will have other moments, but you will not have this moment. I want you to look into your phone, look into your computer, look into your mirror, look to the ceiling, look to the floor, look to the moon and the stars. And I want you to say this. Put your name where my name is. And I want you to say, Titan, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Flaws and all. I love you right where you're at in this moment. Wild Royale, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Burger Joe, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Queen Sean, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Erica, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Barbara, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Willie, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Ali, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Dogman, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Let's see who else I had over here. Over here. Your favorite LA, I love you right where you're at in this moment. The King, I love you right where you're at in this moment. SD, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Let's see, what else? Who else we got? Richard, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Let me see here. I think Linda, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Nunu, I love you right where you're at in this moment. The Hearns, Trey Hearns, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Sheena, I love you right where you're at in this moment. King Hawkins, I love you right where you're at in this moment. I love you all right where you're at in this moment. Julia, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Daniel, I love you right where you're at in this moment. I love all of you right where you're at in this moment. Look, this world needs more love. It needs more love. One thing is constant in this world is love, and we need to show it more. But we got to show it to ourselves so that we can show it to others, right? Love yourself right where you're at in this moment. You will not have this moment again. Love yourself right where you're at in this moment. Peace and blessings to you. Do me a favor, y'all. Go ahead on TikTok before we get out of here. Make that heart burst. Tap the middle of that screen. Make that heart burst. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, X, Podbean, everybody, all across the lands, wherever you're at. Show me some thumbs up. Show me some hearts. Like, follow, subscribe. Y'all go on over. Do me a favor. I put the pop-up shop in to the comments. Go on over and get you some nice So Titan in the Morning merch. Help a brother out. You know, support a brother. Let a brother know. I'm going to pin the comment on Instagram. Let me see what else I got here. I'm going to put the pop-up shop in, I believe. Now, let's see. Yes. Okay. I put the pop-up shop in. Gabe, I seen you over there. Thank you so much for tuning in. I love you right where you're at in this moment, Gabe. I see a couple of others. I'm trying to get everybody over here. But y'all make sure that you come in and check me out. And check me out. Every Tuesday and Thursday, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. It's me. It's Titan Capri. Come on over and check me out. All right, y'all. So let me make sure that I got you over here. I'm putting in the pop-up shop so y'all have it. And I think we should be good. All right, y'all. Okay, look. All right, Ra Royale said, I felt that. I love you right where you're at in this moment. Peace and blessings to you. Burger Joe said, I love you too, bro. Amen. Indeed. Elise says, I love you. All right, where you are in this moment. Okay, host, you're beautiful. Thank you. Peace and blessings to you. Thank you all so much for being here with me and always making sure that I feel the love and I have the love. And I love you all so much in doing that. So until next time, you know it's going to be we're going to be Thursday. We're going to come in and we're going to do what we do. That's what we're going to do, right? So y'all come see me every Tuesday and Thursday, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time, and y'all let me know what it is. It's tight in the morning. Until next time, peace and blessings.